So Peter Thiel, who is a supporter of Ron DeSantis, comes out and says, Peter Thiel likes Ron DeSantis for president, but has one worry. This is a Daily Beast story, has one worry. What's the worry that Peter Thiel has? This is a very smart guy. Peter Thiel, Republican mega donor Peter Thiel sees potential in Ron DeSantis, saying that the Florida governor would make a terrific president, but he did say that he liked DeSantis as the GOP nominee with one stipulation. If he's a Republican nominee, I will strongly support him in 2024, but I do worry that focusing on the woke issue is ground zero. As ground zero is not quite enough. DeSantis' war on wokeness has been the crux of his political platform as of late. He infamously touted Florida as a place where woke goes to die in a January speech. Support the anti-LGBTQ policies, such as the Don't Say Gay bill law, have largely defined his tenure as governor. In fact, it's that very law that landed him in the ongoing feud with Disney, which has drawn the ire of old school conservatives who believe the governor shouldn't be so willing to piss off a big corporation. Okay, fine. So he says this, yet his friend Dave Rubin moved his podcast here and lives in Miami, feels safe over here. Dave Rubin's very close to Ron DeSantis. Dave is part of the LGBTQ community as a man that identifies himself as a gay man, and we've had him on. We were just with him, I think, 2 weeks ago or something like that.
And we like Dave a lot.
Yeah,
I love him.
So even a Peter Thiel saying this, and then Peter Thiel said 5 years ago, if I was moving here from Silicon Valley, I would have gotten a house for nothing. Today, whatever you paid for a house in Miami is now 4 times the price. There is no point of moving from Silicon Valley here to Miami because the houses are just as expensive as they are in Silicon Valley. This is something DeSantis is going to be having to deal with.
Stay in Silicon Valley, by the way.
So again, what he is saying, the people that don't like it are leaving. So this kind of validates a part of, that community, the whole woke thing. I think a lot of parents are sitting on, listen, he got criticism for the whole 6-week thing with the abortion. That was a lot of Republicans said, what are you doing? Like, I talk to wives and mothers, and they're Republican, they're conservative. They said, what was the point of doing that? That was like the first time we saw he missed the mark when he did that. You didn't need to do that. There was no winning with that. Did you end up winning the biggest conservative Republicans? What percentage is that? 5% now, 10% now? You didn't need to do that. Fine. He missed that one. But in this here, parents are liking the fact that there's somebody who has the audacity to go up against the Disneys, to go up against what they're trying to do in schools. So there is a community that's supporting what he's doing, but even Peter Thiel's giving him some criticism.
I think Thiel's wrong. I mean, you look at the million vote victory margin for Ron DeSantis as governor. You look at the mass exodus from New York and California into Florida, and then I think second place is Texas. Ron DeSantis is the best governor this country has. Right,
I agree.
So me saying where's Sanders on the issue of Jazz Jennings being horribly misconstrued to imply that I think he's doing a bad job. I think he's doing a fantastic job. The question is, on this one moral issue that's been happening to go viral, what's their current position? That it's too late. That the abuse that may be happening ongoing in Florida, it's too late. I think the issue is it's a very, very dangerous subject. Ron DeSantis and his administration are willing to tackle these issues loudly and clearly, but not a mainstream celebrity personality. It's too much for them. They can't handle that kind of heat. That's not a consideration for me when it comes to an issue of morality.
I don't think so. You're saying he's afraid to go after mainstream media. You think Jazz Jennings is that big of a mainstream person? This guy's going after Disney.
Then why no knock on the door?
He's causing the greatest Miami Heat of all time to leave Miami, bro.
Why the negative reaction so heavily from his PR people?
Maybe they have looked at it with their legal team and they're saying there's nothing here.
Why don't they say that?
Maybe they don't want to say it for different reasons. Maybe they don't want to say it because they're dealing with other things. Maybe they're sitting there saying this isn't something that we want to tackle right now.
Then why not just not respond at all?
By the way, if there's anything I will be on the same page with you, I don't think they have the best marketing team. So that's a whole different thing where, for me, I think they can hire a much better marketing team than what they have right now. We'll criticize that nonstop all day, until they either hear it or they do something about it. This marketing team is not going to take them to the next level. They need a real market. Like, you need to have real marketers. They don't have marketing. They're playing the safe game and just too protective, and it's kind of like, let it rip, let's go. So, anyways.
When Trump was facing the indictment, Ron DeSantis, here's what I'd do if I was governor. And I'm not saying I'm right about everything. You can say I'm wrong. I'd have got up at the podium and say, mark my words, there will not be an extradition of Donald Trump from my state. No finger will be laid on this man. Thank you and have a nice day. Instead, he's like, I don't know what goes into paying off a porn star. I'm not going to be involved in this. And I just thought that was particularly weak in turn. So what do I like about Trump? The reason I'd vote for him, not because I think he's the greatest leader we've ever had. I think his foreign policy has been absolutely fantastic, considering the presidents we've had in the past. Obama, like blowing up kids, like Abdul Rahman al-Awlaki, a 16-year-old American citizen we murdered. Anyway, Donald Trump's going to fire everybody. He wants revenge. And I think if the one thing I can get out of the next presidency is the purging of the bureaucratic class, this country will be better off for it. I don't know if Ron DeSantis would do that. I think he's a negotiator. I think he's going to go in and say, how can we make this clean? And it's going to be like Trump's first term all over again. They're going to attack him. They're going to smear him. They're going to lie. They're going to get their key positioned people to sludge everything up. I think at this point with Donald Trump, he's unleashed. He's so angry. He's been slighted. He's been lied about. They've impeached him. They're trying to criminally prosecute. They're prosecuting him in New York. They're trying to get him in D.C. They're trying to get him in Georgia. Now they're accusing him of a 30-year-old rape case. I mean, these people are relentless. And almost every single time these stories turn out to be fake, or even worse, it's them. I mean, the Alpha Bank Russia stuff was a lie. Trump being a Soviet asset. Jonathan Chait, congratulations. That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard on cable TV. All of it a lie. Ukraine Gate, Joe Biden saying if you don't fire the prosecutor, you're not getting $1 billion, which he admitted to at a CFR meeting. Everything they say about Trump turns out to be misconstrued. I think Trump gets elected. He walks in and says, I don't care how. I don't care why. We are going to terminate these people. We're going to send them out with nice little boxes full of their belongings, and we're going to figure out how to do it. He wants Schedule F. That's the number one thing this country needs right now. I don't think DeSantis does it.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.